Hi guys, welcome to Life Story Channel. On this channel we help you make better life choices with storytelling. As we go on our adventure together, may you and your loved ones always be blessed. Let's start the story.
Dr. Alex Smith is a young, gifted, mixed-race doctor. He comes from a long line of doctors. His journey to become a doctor was not easy, but today he is one of the best doctors in the country.
Hi guys, my name is Dr. Alex Smith. I am a fifth-generation doctor in my family. My great-grandfather started a hospital and some other ventures in his community. Today my father and mother run the company. I am the last of 6 kids. I have 2 older brothers and 3 older sisters. They are doing well in their respective works and we are all close. My father is a very respected doctor and businessman, a descendant from a Nigerian immigrant. My mother is an accountant. She is a very simple and sweet person. She is from Los Angeles. They met on the sunny beach of Los Angeles and the rest is history. Due to my family's name and influence, I can live a life of luxury if I like, but that's not my intention. I have always wanted to be a doctor. Like my father and grandfather, it's in my blood, but I want to make it in my own way and not use my family wealth. It did not help that back in my school days, I was a very slow student. Some thought I had mental problems and to some I was just lazy. But with hard work and determination, I became the best student in school. My first few years I worked in a few hospitals. Then I did volunteer work, but I never told them my real name even if I did. Being mixed race and a little bit white, my dad being black and my mom being white, they would think I was lying, so most of the times I use my mother's maiden name. This worked well in my favor, and I avoided troublemakers and gold diggers who wanted to use me for my family's money and influence. I focused most of my time on my patients, and on my free time I relax with my friends and family. After all these years, we're all still very close with our respective families. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who is not married or have kids on my own yet, but still I'm close with my brothers, sisters, their partners, my nieces and my nephews, so I can't complain. One day while attending to a patient, I got a call from an old friend who asked me for a favor. The hospital he worked in was having some problems, so he wanted me to work as a spy, then at the end give him some feedback and tell him how to make the hospital better for everyone. Normally I don't like working for hospitals that are in it for the money, not the patients. That's why I do volunteer work. Plus I also have a free clinic. Like I said, I was a slow student. This old friend of mine was instrumental in me becoming a good doctor. So you could say I owed him one, and he wanted to create a good hospital where all are welcomed no matter the background. On my first day in this hospital, it seemed pretty normal, except most of the prices are little expensive. Not surprising since this is a private hospital and they're mostly backed up by big companies. My friend wants to change that, make it more affordable. That's why I'm here to help. My friend got me in without any problems. I did my normal works as a doctor and treated my patients. A few days after I started, I noticed some things that almost made me go crazy. Sometimes they will lose the patient's charts, other times they don't take the patient seriously. They say things like, they are faking it just to be out of work, and it's nothing, they are lazy and so on. This made me sick to my bones. I had to step in, and thankfully got it under control, and prevented something major. Not to mention some of the staff are rude and insensitive. They treat patients like trash, and if they are from poor families, or if they don't have the same racist views as they do, they treat them even worse. There were some doctors and staff members I can say are very good and have a bright future. I took notes on all the staff performance and was ready to go to my friend with the information as soon as possible. On a Thursday morning I came back to that hellhole of a hospital to start the day. I thought it was going to be the same hell as always, but boy was I wrong. As I just came in, I heard the news. A big accident had happened and a lot of people were injured. Some of them were sent to our hospital because we were closest to the area. Plus, the hospital had space for the victims. We rushed to get as many people treated. Along the way, the doctors started showing their true colors. It got to a point that I don't think someone went to medical school or they are just quacks. Because they made so many mistakes, it made the victim's condition go from bad to worse. They were selecting patients that are wealthy and white, giving them the best treatment and gave less attention to the poor and minority patients. This made me extremely angry. But luckily I saw this coming and I was ready. A few minutes ago I made some calls and asked for some help from my dad. Being the son of a wealthy doctor and businessman has its perks. Minutes after he made the call, doctors were coming in the hospital as fast as the flash, and like Team Flash, we saved the day. The very next day, an emergency meeting was held to discuss my actions during the crisis. The senior doctors were upset with me, saying stuff like, I overstepped my employment, and how I should have just left them to die. They have ways to cover it up, and so on. This went on for almost an hour. They practically gave a full confession on their activities, like how they are stealing funds from both the hospital and the companies that are backing them up. And as I suspected, some of them are quacks and some did not even finish school. It showed how stupid these people are. Telling the new guy about their activities was a stupid idea. Maybe they wanted me in on the plan or bring me down with them if they get in trouble. But the plan backfired, big time. After their full confession, my friend came in the room, along with the police. Then the room fell into a deep silence. They wondered why the owner came with the police. Like I said, they are completely stupid. When my friend told them who I really was and why I was in the hospital, the look of shock in their faces were priceless. Before a room full of jerks and crooks had such confidence and arrogance were lost for words. As the police were taking them away, grown men that had such macho man-like attitude instantly changed to oversized babies. They were kicking and crying. It looked like something from a home video. After a full investigation, the ringleader was someone who wanted to drive the place to the ground because he had a deep hatred for my friend. Now he and all parties involved are in jail for a long, long time. Sometime after the madness, I helped my friend fix his hospital. We got rid of the bad staff members and kept the good ones. And with hard work, the hospital was back on track. Today it's one of the best hospitals with its state-of-the-art equipments and low prices. So I say my work is done. Thank you for listening to my story. Please come back for more of my crazy life stories. The end.